Hi, and welcome to the webisode Mr. Wilson Teaches Clay Technique Slab. To begin your slab, you're going to be using your wedge ball clay, which you can see in an earlier video entitled Wedging Clay. I'm going to show you two different methods, and you can decide which one works best for you, and depending on the materials, you may like one more than the other. The most important key to note is that you need newspaper down. If you do not put your newspaper down on the table, your clay is going to stick, and then you'll have a big mess on your hands and you will end up with no slab. Once you get your wedge ball clay, you're going to start by taking it and turning it into a pancake-like shape. And to do this, all you have to do is smack with your hands, sort of a flat palm. And try not to get your fingers too involved or you're going to end up getting the marks from your bones on your clay. And you start with a pancake shape. Now the first and probably simplest method to understand is taking a rolling pin, such as this, and rolling into the clay to flatten it out. Now the problem I have with this method is as you roll this, you usually end up doing some inconsistencies. So that means if you push down harder on one area, it's going to be thinner. A lot of times you'll end up only flattening out certain areas. One of the ways to counteract that is to regularly flip it and look at it. Ensure that each area is getting flattened out at the same rate. But it does work nice for the effect that we're going for, and it is very, very simple to understand. You're just rolling it out like you would a batch of cookie dough. And what you end up with is your slab. So a slab, remember, is a flat sheet of clay. The second method, which is the one that I use most often, mostly because I don't have a rolling pin always ready and waiting for me, is to take your clay, which has already been wedged, and you're going to pancake it. And you're going to be actually throwing the clay at the table to create your slab. Now this doesn't mean that you take it and you chuck it at the table. There's a certain way to do this. You want to set yourself up in the same stance you would. So you're standing up, you're not sitting down. The same way you would to wedge your clay. And you're going to hold it up almost like you're bowling. So if you're bowling normally, you would go like this and follow through. With this, you're going to take it, hold it just like you're bowling. And instead of following through with the clay, you're going to let go of the clay. So you're going to let it hit the table and then follow through. Hit the table, follow through. And depending on what kind of shape you're going for, you can change the way this is. So right now I'm going for a flat, long oval. And as you see, the clay is starting to spread out. And then if you want to change it into a circle, you just have to change the way you're holding the clay. What's nice about this way is you don't need any tools to do it. You can do it all by hand with the newspaper. And it also gives it a nice even finish, so you don't have to worry about those inconsistencies. And then you have your slab to work with. And you can go as thin or as thick as you want, depending on how many throws you do.